These are the 5 best video game consoles. And to begin our video, we'll be going back in time to start everyone's favorite Sega console. Alright, retro gamers and nostalgia nerds, dust off those cartridges and get ready to blast back to the golden age of gaming with the one and only Sega Genesis. Picture this. It's the late 80s. Your mullet is perfectly coiffed. Your denim jacket is on point, and you're about to experience gaming greatness on a console that brought us some of the most iconic titles ever. The Sega Genesis, with its sleek black design and blast processing power, wasn't just a console, it was a revolution. With classics like Sonic the Hedgehog, Streets of Rage, and Golden Axe, this 16-bit powerhouse delivered fast-paced action, vibrant graphics, and soundtracks that still make us groove. And let's not forget the legendary Sega Scream at the start of many games, a battle cry that told you things were about to get awesome. The Genesis didn't just compete with Nintendo, it sparked a full-blown console war that defined an era. Its library was a treasure trove of diverse genres, from high-speed platformers to epic RPGs and bone-crunching beat-em-ups. So whether you're a die-hard Sega fan or a curious newbie, the Sega Genesis is the ultimate ticket to a time when gaming was simpler, but oh so sweet. Grab a controller, pop in a cartridge, and let's take a trip down memory lane with the console that truly did what Nintendo don't. Game on. Now, pixel aficionados and button-mashing legends, grab your controllers and get ready to dive into the 16-bit glory of the one and only Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES. Picture this. It's the early 90s. Your flannel shirt is looking fresh. Your collection of slap bracelets is impressive, and you're about to embark on an unforgettable gaming journey with the console that redefined a generation. The SNES wasn't just a gaming machine, it was a portal to magical worlds, epic adventures, and endless fun. With a library of legendary titles like Super Mario World, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and Donkey Kong Country, this console didn't just play games, it created icons. Who can forget the first time they stomped on a Goomba, solved a tricky dungeon puzzle, or navigated Donkey Kong through a minecart madness? And the graphics, those vibrant colors and detailed sprites were a feast for the eyes, making every game a visual treat. Let's not overlook the unforgettable soundtracks that still get stuck in our heads. Koji Kondo, You Genius. The SNES was more than a console. It was a gateway to imagination and creativity, delivering experiences that were both challenging and incredibly rewarding. So whether you're reliving your childhood or discovering these classics for the first time, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System stands tall as the ultimate gaming console that truly brought the magic to our living rooms. Press start and let the adventure begin. Game on, heroes of the SNES. Okay, gamers and console connoisseurs, grab your memory cards and dust off those old discs because we're about to take a nostalgic joyride with the king of the early 2000s, the PlayStation 2. Picture this. It's the dawn of the new millennium. Your flip phone is probably in your pocket, and you're about to dive into a gaming experience that will blow your mind and your social life out of the water. The PS2 wasn't just a console, it was a game changer. With its sleek black design and DVD playing capabilities, a feature that made it the coolest entertainment hub in town. It was the ultimate gateway to a treasure trove of gaming greatness. We're talking iconic titles like Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Final Fantasy X, each delivering epic adventures and unforgettable experiences. And let's not forget the insane roster of quirky and innovative games that made the PS2 a playground for both casual gamers and hardcore fanatics. Its backwards compatibility meant you could dust off your old PS1 games and enjoy them all over again. The PS2 was like having a gaming paradise in your living room, with enough variety to keep you hooked for years. So, whether you're revisiting old favorites or exploring new ones, the PlayStation 2 is the console that made gaming history and proved that sometimes the best things in life come in a black, slim, and oh-so-glorious package. Power up, press start, and let the gaming marathon begin. Long live the PS2. Alright, retro game enthusiasts and pixel pioneers, fire up those joysticks and get ready to blast back to the dawn of gaming with the one and only Atari 2600. Picture this. It's the late 70s, disco is booming, and you're about to experience the magic of video games on the very console that started it all. The Atari 2600 wasn't just a piece of hardware, it was a revolution in a box, sparking the very beginning of the gaming craze we know today. With its distinctive wood paneling and iconic joystick controller, it brought us classics like Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Asteroids. Games that were simple, addictive, and oh so fun. Sure, the graphics might look like they were designed by a particularly artistic toaster, but that's part of the charm. Each pixelated adventure was a gateway to uncharted gaming territories where your imagination filled in the gaps. And let's not forget the thrill of popping in a cartridge and hearing that satisfying click. A ritual that never gets old. The Atari 2600 might not have had the bells and whistles of modern consoles, but it laid the foundation for everything that followed, making it the granddaddy of all gaming systems. So, dust off those classic cartridges, grab your old-school joystick, and celebrate the console that launched 1,000 pixels. Game on, Atari fans. The legend lives on. Finally, gaming legends and 8-bit aficionados, it's time to fire up the nostalgia machine and take a triumphant leap back to the golden era of gaming with the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. Picture this. It's the mid-80s, you're sporting your finest leg warmers, and you're about to dive into a console that didn't just change the game, it rewrote the whole playbook. The NES was the ultimate ticket to gaming greatness, packed with groundbreaking titles like Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid. It introduced us to a world where pixelated plumbers could save princesses, brave heroes could explore dungeons, and aliens could be blasted into oblivion, all from the comfort of your living room. And let's not forget the iconic blowing on the cartridge ritual, because nothing says 8-bit gaming like a little bit of breath and a lot of patience. With its unforgettable controller, that classic D-pad and 2 buttons, the NES proved that sometimes simplicity is key to legendary gaming experiences. It wasn't just a console, it was the very foundation of our gaming dreams, launching countless franchises and becoming a beloved part of every gamer's childhood. So, dust off your cartridges, slap in that classic game, and get ready to relive the magic of the NES, because in the world of video games, this console is where the adventure truly began. Game on, Nintendo fans. These consoles were just some of the many out there. Which ones did we miss that you guys know of? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.